Well, that's why it's 26.
Commissioner Keen, if you want to start.
Are we ready now?
Yes.
Good morning. I'm Dwight Keen. I'm chair of the Kansas Corporation Commission. I'm joined by fellow commissioner Andrew French. At this time, I will call to order this meeting of the Kansas Corporation Commission on this Tuesday, April 19th, 2022. At the outset of this meeting, I would make a note for future reference about the commission meeting on next Tuesday, April 26, 2022. Two commissioners will be out of the office, and accordingly, we will be canceling this commission meeting. That's the one on April 26, 2022. The next commission meeting after that, of course, will be on the 28th. First matters for our consideration this morning are 28 items on the consent agenda. I'll turn to Commissioner French. Do you have any questions, comments, or concerns about any of these matters?
I have no questions about the consent agenda items and would move approval of the consent agenda.
And I would second that. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, I would move approval of the consent agenda. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries and the consent agenda is approved. The first of several noticed items is docket number 22-GIMT-142-GIT. Pardon me, this is in the matter of an investigation to determine the annual assessment rate for the 26th year of the Kansas Universal Service Fund effective March 1st, 2022. Before us this morning is an order adopting the KUSF pro rata support reductions. And our presenter is Assistant General Counsel David Cohen. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Commissioners. On September 28th, 2021, the Commission opened this docket to determine the annual Kansas Universal Service Fund, or KUSF, assessment rate and support level for the rural local exchange carriers known as RLECs. On January 25th, 2022, the Commission issued an order adopting a KUSF assessment rate of 11.44 for year 26 and established support levels for the RLECs, which totals approximately $30 million. That order noted that the relative levels of support for each RLEC may change once the Commission issues an order in docket 22 CRKT 087 KSF, which we'll call CROCAN. In which CROCAN saw an additional $5.4 million in KUSF support. Staff was directed to file an updated report and recommendation after a final order in the CROCAN docket. Under KSA 66-2008, subsection E3, total KUSF support for all RLECs shall not exceed $30 million. So once the cap is reached, any additional expenditures, such as the Commission's CROCAN order, necessitates a pro rata reduction for all RLECs in order to maintain the $30 million cap. On April 7th, the Commission issued an order approving a settlement in the CROCAN docket, which increased CROCAN's annual KUSF support by $2.3 million. On April 7th, Commission staff issued a report recommendation which recalculated KUSF support levels based on pro rata reductions necessitated by CROCAN's increase in order to maintain the statutory $30 million cap. There have been no objections to staff's calculations. This order adopts staff's recommendations, and I'm available for questions.
Thank you very much, David. Commissioner French, any questions, comments, or concerns?
I have no questions. Thank you, David, for that description. Would move approval of the described order in this docket.
I would second that. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'd call the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. The order is approved. The next scheduled item for us is docket number 22-NT pardon me, NETE -419-COC. This morning, we're going to pass over this matter and defer consideration until this coming Thursday. It would be our next meeting on April 21st. The next noticed item for our consideration this morning is docket number 22-CONS-3355-CPEN. This is in the matter of the failure of Aaron J. Worth, DBA Blackhawk Production Company as operator to comply with KAR 82-3-120 and KAR 82-3-133 by operating under a suspended license. This morning, we have before us a shut-in order involving Aaron J. Worth, DBA, pardon me, Blackhawk Production Company, and our presenter is litigation counsel Tristan Kimbrell. Good morning, Tristan.
Good morning. Thank you. Before you is a penalty order for Aaron J. Worth doing business as Blackhawk Production Company, which continued to perform oil and gas activities after its license was suspended for non-compliance with the Commission's order in docket 22-CONS-3295-CPEN. This order assesses a $10,000 penalty and directs Commission staff to seal all oil and gas operations of the operator. With that, I would recommend approval of the order, and I'm available for any questions.
Thank you for that overview very much, Tristan. Commissioner French, any questions, comments, or concerns?
I have no questions. Move approval of the described order in this docket.
I would second that. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, I will call the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. The shut-in order is approved. The next matter for our consideration is docket number 22-CONS-3356-CPEN. This is in the matter of the failure of Jason Bach, DBA Bach Oil Production, as operator to comply with KAR 82-3-406 at 6 wells in Decatur, Graham, Phillips, and Rooks counties, all in Kansas, of course. Before us is a penalty order involving Jason Bach, DBA Bach Oil Production, and our presenter again is Tristan Kimbrell. Tristan, please.
Thank you. Before you is a penalty order for Jason Bach doing business as Well Production for failure to conduct current and successful mechanical integrity tests at 6 wells. This order assesses a $1,000 penalty per well for a total of $6,000. With that, I would recommend approval of the order, and I'm available for any questions.
Thank you very much. Commissioner French, any questions?
I have no questions. Thank you for your presentations. Good to see you this morning, Tristan. Move approval of the described order in this docket.
I'll second that. Any discussion? Hearing none, I will call the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. The order is approved. Thank you so much, Tristan. We appreciate your work. Next matter up for our consideration are 2 discussion items that pertain to Federal Energy Regulatory or Commission or FERC dockets. The first of these involves docket number ER 22-1205, and our presenter is Carly Massenthim, litigation counsel. Good morning, Carly.
Good morning. Yes, thank you. On March 22nd, 2022, Kansas Electric Power Cooperative, Inc., otherwise known as KEPCO, submitted a formal challenge and complaint to FERC regarding Evergy Kansas Central's implementation of its transmission formula rate. The principal issue here is that KEPCO is alleging Evergy Kansas Central has incorrectly implemented its formula rate by double counting unappropriated, undistributed subsidiary earnings that are reported in FERC account 216.1 in the formula's equity capitalization component. Traditionally, Evergy Kansas Central has reported year-end subsidiary losses in account 216.1, and its formula rate has excluded those losses. Beginning in 2018, KEPCO alleges that Evergy Kansas Central began incorrectly inputting the 216.1 balance in its formula rate by adding rather than subtracting this account, and consequently has double counted that balance in its common stock. The result being they allege an inflated common stock, which can lead to a variety of impacts throughout the formula rate and can produce annual transmission revenue requirements in excess of authorized amounts. Motions to intervene as well as comments are due this Thursday, April 21st. Commission staff believes it would benefit Kansans to intervene in this docket. Filing a dockless motion to intervene and comments ensures this commission remains informed of the docket's developments and further preserves this commission's ability to protect the interests of Kansas ratepayers. I recommend the commission authorize our DC council to file a dockless motion to intervene and file comments in FERC docket number ER 22-1205.
Thank you very much, Carly. An excellent overview. At this time, I would move that the commission authorize our DC council to file a dockless motion to intervene and file comments in FERC docket number ER 22-1205.
Thank you.
I second that motion.
Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. The matter is approved. This second discussion item involving FERC deals with docket number EL 22-1500. And once again, we'll turn to Carly for an explanation, please.
Thank you. On March 30th, 2022, at the request and on behalf of Sunflower Electric Power Cooperation, at Southwest Power Pool submitted a filing to FERC to update its open access transmission tariff. Sunflower is a transmission owner with its own pricing zone in Southwest Power Pool. Sunflower requested revisions to Southwest Power Pool's transmission tariff in order to update the depreciation rates in Sunflower's formula rate template contained in Addendum 20 to Attachment H of that tariff. While FERC does not have jurisdiction over Sunflower, given that Sunflower is not a public utility as defined by the Federal Power Act, it does have jurisdiction over Southwest Power Pool's rates, which includes a review of Sunflower's rates as they are a component of SPP's transmission tariff. Sunflower has requested that FERC accept its tariff revisions reflecting the updated depreciation rates to be effective June 1st, 2022. Motions to intervene as well as comments are due Wednesday, April 20th. Commission staff recommends intervening in this docket. Filing a dockless notice of intervention here ensures this commission remains informed of the docket's development and preserves this commission's ability to protect the interest of its Kansas ratepayers. I recommend the commission authorize our DC council to file a dockless notice of intervention in this docket. And at this point, we are not anticipating a need to file comments.
Thank you once again for the excellent overview, Carly. At this time, I would move the commission to authorize our DC council to file a dockless notice of intervention in FERC docket number ER 22-1500 and to take such action therein as necessary to protect the interests of Kansas ratepayers.
I second that motion.
Thank you.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll call the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. The matter is approved. Thank you so much for both of those matters, Carly. We appreciate your work.
Thank you, Carly.
Thank you.
Commissioner Finch, anything further to come before this meeting of the commission?
I have nothing further. I move we adjourn.
I'd second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you so much, my friend.
Take care.
Take care.